Sorry, I don't know why my phone just quit. It said it was done recording. This is off the Matco truck, this serpentine belt tool, or tensioner tool. It came with these bits. I've used it in a couple different situations, not just on belt tensioners, scrapers, eye protection. This thing, I have never used this. I've owned this for probably 10 friggin' years now, and I've never fucking used this thing. It's supposed to grip like broken off bolts. You put the bolt head in there, and then as you try to remove it with a 1/2-inch drive, it rotates, grips the broken bolt there, and it's supposed to turn it out. Never used it, not one fucking time. This bad son of a bitch right here. This is Matco's 16 volt 3/8 drive ratchet. This thing puts down supposedly 70 foot-pounds of fucking torque, and it is a bad son of a bitch. I like it. It's a little big and bulky. Doesn't get everywhere as my little Milwaukee one will, but when I need it, that thing kicks ass. Alright, second drawer. Wrenches. Alright, so this Carlisle. I'm going to do a review on Carlisle wrenches. These are from Napa, and I tell you what, this is a damn good wrench. I really like this wrench. I'm going to get more. I got a bunch of Harbor Freight and gear wrench stuff in here. These are also obviously standard side. This is all metric side. I do really like this set. I got a set of these right here from the Harbor Freight. They're Pittsburgh Pro. They've got the spline drive. This fucking camera will focus. Whatever. Oh well. But they have the speed cut end here. And I tell you what, that is actually really convenient. So it will put torque on things going this way, and then when you've got to go back, that little opening right there allows it to slide over the ends of the nut, and kind of works like a ratchet. These things are awesome. I've used them quite a bit. Allen head. Again, this is another board from Northern Tool. It works out pretty good. I like it. Probably going to cut this lower section off of it and just get another one. Do the same thing. Cut the lower section off because I don't really need my Allens like that. I don't use them that often. Trusty old hickory handled ball peen hammer. I beat the hell out of that thing for at least 10 years now. Some random punches, an aluminum block that I use to punch on stuff sometimes. The pocket screwdriver, of course you're not supposed to use those as a chisel or tap on them with a hammer or whatever, because this ends up going through the handle, but that little sucker, once you dig it back out of the handle, can actually be quite useful sometimes, so I keep that around. Knuckle Buddy, dude, if you guys don't have one of these, get you one. They're like 30 bucks on Amazon, and they are the bomb. They're for when, instead of putting a wrench on another wrench to get that extra leverage to get something loose, this thing actually goes onto the end of your wrench. Let's see, like so, to give you the extra leverage that you need. And it doesn't slip, it doesn't pinch your hand, it doesn't slide off the wrench, which is really nice. I love that thing. I've used it a ton. Some extra wrenches back here that I'm sure one day I'll have to cut, because as you can see, every once in a while you just need a little bit shorter fucking wrench, so you gotta cut them. Over here I got my picks. This board, this wrench holder, I got off Amazon. Don't like it, other than the fact that it gives you the sizes here. That's pretty nice, and the sizes in here. Obviously I do use it for a couple wrenches, but once you fully load it with wrenches, it's hard to get each wrench out that you need. It's not that quick, not that easy. Paint pens, use those all the time. Teflon tape, battery covers, various little plugs. Air chuck, knife sharpener, random tools, random wrenches that I haven't used in years. They're old Craftsman, True Craft, whatever True Craft is. Moving on. I should probably start investing in some more pliers and shit. I just don't use them very often. I don't know why. I use my side cutters a lot. This is all just random. I couldn't tell you a brand on most of these. These are some Jesse James shit that I got for Christmas one year. These from Clutch, these, yeah, see, they're fucking garbage. Don't buy that shit. That's from Northern Tool. Do not fucking buy that. Tin snips, these I've had forever. I love them. The grips are gone. This pricey little bastard will save your ass when you're working on diesels and shit. You got to get to those clips for hoses. $100, but I use the shit all the time. Self-explanatory. Don't buy these either, by the way. These are Clutch brand from Northern Tool. Garbage. The first time I went to use them, the ends bent open because I apparently am fucking He-Man. Tubing benders for brake lines, gas lines, flare tools, tubing cutter. Everybody should have one of these. Nice for twisting in brake calipers. Some C-clamps, files, cotter pins, pickle fork in the back, Pitman arm remover, soldering guns, helping hands. Love that thing. That's great when you got to solder a bunch of wires together. It'll hold just the two out that you need. Solder them, move on to the next set. Leads, jumper leads, test leads. These are Klein. I do really like these. They work really well, strippers and crimpers. But I needed something that crimped at the front, and I begrudgingly got the larger snap-on set, which have cutters and crimpers at the end, at the front end. One of the other guys here in the shop has the smaller set that crimp at the end. I use theirs more often than I use mine. The smaller set works a little bit better. These do have the length for when you're up under a dash and you need to do something, but then you got to be real careful not to cut anything with the front. So you guys can see the part number there is 29 ACF. Yeah, they're alright. Some heat shrink, tubes, my larger wrench sets. These are all Harbor Freight, whatever, just off-brand crap. They work when you need them. My sticker collection, because, you know, when you install shit, the customer doesn't get those stickers. You get those stickers. You did the work. Fuck the customer. Who cares? Hey, somebody's got my drill. Should be a half-inch chuck 20-volt DeWalt drill there. It's a hammer drill and everything. And it's going to get loud as shit in the shop because everybody's getting going now. Tips, bits, more tips, impact driver, some random DeVille Biss, air tools, these two, Central Pneumatic, Harbor Freight, 90 degree, whatever, oil filter wrenches, rubber mallet, 20-volt impact. You guys can see what's in there. It's kind of a random drawer. It's the bottom one. Keep my rags in there, funnels, 3 jaw pullers, fuel pressure tester, my little breaker bar, whatever. There's another random drawer. This is an old cell phone Android that I use for my diagnostics. I got this from Matco. It's like $170 fucking, and I've got to hold my tongue just right and push on this thing just right for it to start reading in any car. Pissing me off. It's about to go to fuck back. Random shit, guys. You can see what's in here. Some old screwdrivers and shit. These I've had for every bit of 10 or 11 years. These are great for spark plugs when you just can't quite reach them. Slip it in there. Yeah, I know heater hose works great too, but these have a really nice grippy end on them. Moving on. Interior tools, the manual for the box, whatever. Huge punch and chisel set from Harbor Freight. Some zip ties. My snap-on hoodie that came with my box. This thing, does anybody fucking use this at all? My hat for when it's cold outside. I think my clipboard's underneath all that shit. Whatever. It's fucking whatever. That's it. That's my toolbox, guys. Krl722 series.